just because they're in the United States doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say, now that you're here, we're going to shove everything down your throat. I mean, if that's their belief, I can certainly accept that. I mean, we do plenty of things in this country that people in other countries think we're crazy for.
How about the immigrant children who's born in this country? What about them? They're not a human being in your eyes? You going down and cut them and blinded them for life?
It's believed that FGM started 10,000 years ago in Egypt to keep the women from being promiscuous. And although it's practiced in the Muslim culture, there's no reference to it in the Quran.
Most of the men, they say it should continue, even though it's harmful to the woman.
We are all circumcised.
Do you mean your older daughter?
Yes.
How old was she when you circumcised her?
She was around 8 years old.
8 years. Why?
Well, our elders, we grew up with them saying that circumcision is good.
It's purification for the woman.
This, it been grow from the place as a crown, cock crown. It appear. It have many danger. The first danger, the movement with the clothes make her confusion, not feel with anxious sexually, sex appeal. It search about anyone, any boy, to enjoy herself with him. But if you cut this appearing part, it will control her feeling. When she will be with her husband, it be as at the man, at the organ of man. You will find that two men, not woman and man, not woman, it would be as. It make the enjoyment bad between the couple.
Negla is 10 years old. She's excited to be the center of attention, fearful of what might happen next. This morning, she'll be circumcised. Hag Omar is known in Arabic as a hygienic barber. He circumcises thousands of girls each year, as did his father before him. He doesn't bother to wash his hands or the child. A ripped sheet makes a crude bandage around her waist. The family celebrate. The operation will be quick, without anesthetic. Shame on you, chides the barber. It's finished. Soon you can get up and go play.
One family, they're from Somalia, 3 sisters. They couldn't do it direct to their daughters. They switched daughters. Like you and me, sister, I'm circumcising your daughter, you are doing my daughter's kind of switching, and did it in the kitchen. This practice called surgery in the kitchen in the community, within the community. This has happened to them, and it's going to be more difficult because they are here, they are born in this country, they think they are American, which they are, and then when they are that age, they are going to ask, what happened? How come nobody protected us?
These American girls have the habit of going out with boys, so just as a control, the circumcision is useful.
You think that if you circumcise her, she will not be going have sex like American girls. That is not true. What might happen is if you circumcise her and then she talks to her friend in school and she knows, oh, I'm now different from my friend, she will get angry with you. It's not going to stop her having sex. It's not going to make her Somali or stop her being American. She must just get angry for, why did you do this to me? Why I'm not like my other friend?
Do you feel the same when your house is locked or when it's unlocked? If your girl is sewn up, you will know any changes in her. You will feel it and you will see it.
I will not really do to what was done to me. They will go to a well-equipped hospital where they're certified doctors and people who know about these things.
With every activist, there's a turning point. And with Mimi Ramsey, it was the day she attended an Ethiopian party in San Jose, California, and found out that FGM was happening here in the United States.
I was shocked. Where we come from, it's a normal practice. nobody run from it, nowhere to hide, you know. But for these girls to be born in this country and to go through this horrible, barbaric, and cruel practice, that was a turning point for me. I knew that day. I'm just gonna go against everybody. If it cost my life, so be it. That's it.
Mimi Ramsey has dedicated her life to educating both immigrants and medical personnel on this frightening reality.
I knew it was happening around the world, but to know that it was happening in my own backyard was shocking.
I really extremely work hard to have a bill introduced and passed. I went to Liz Figueroa's office. We met together, we sat down with other people to draft the bill. AB 2125, introduced and passed. What it does is it's a felony now. It can be reported. If anybody get caught doing this to the little girls, from 2 to 8 years punishable.
I met her in 1994 after I read an article about her in the San Jose Mercury about how she had undergone female genital mutilation and how she was spearheading a program to outlaw it in California.
Even though Mimi Ramsey was instrumental in passing both a state and federal law prohibiting female genital mutilation in the U.S., the practice still continues. Many immigrants still take their children overseas, perform kitchen surgery here in the U.S., or find willing physicians in the United States that will perform the procedure.
The grandmother knew not to do it. Her own daughter told her, "Mom, we don't do circumcision here. We can get in trouble. I can get in trouble, you can get in trouble." But grandma she refused to accept that. So she waited until her daughter went back to work and did the mutilation on her granddaughter, 3 months old. It was one case in Atlanta, Georgia. One little girl, 2 years old, her mother and her mother's sister, and put her on a kitchen table with a little short knife. They cut the girl's clitoris, and the little girl died. It's in the paper right here.
Mimi Ramsey is not a wealthy woman. Sometimes she receives funding, but it's rare. Yet she courageously continues her quest to eradicate FGM forever.
That's pretty good. A lot of good work. I heard about it.
You heard about me.
We need to educate the immigrant area. Nobody have information. They really don't know. That's exactly why the practice continues here. That's why I want people to say, Mimi can do it. She can bring change. This thing has troubled me, upset me. This woman is willing to do it. Just whenever I saved little girls, whenever I intervened and saved them, and then it was just like my own broken heart is healing. It's a healing process for me. It's a therapy for me too. So it just gives me a great pleasure. There's nothing important for me in this earth than saving children from this